Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Just boxing up my cards from the last reading because, oh boy, I feel like I need to get these readings out quickly today because I am incredibly discombobulated with all that is going on at the moment. First of all, entertainment only. For the sensors, heart goes out to you, Lena. Yes, I got pinged a couple of weeks ago. You can't fight the bot sensors. Because she held up a card. Okay. What I want to have a look at is, oh gosh, it's reading. Where do I go? I want to have a look at what's happening in China at the moment. The Australian government is over there at the moment. Our Foreign Minister Penny Wong, our Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, who we call Albo, amongst others. Apparently undergoing trade talks, undergoing diplomatic negotiations in regards to what's happening in the Indo-Pacific area, being undermined the whole way by the Orange Twerps regime and the stupid Elbridge Colby. Ugh. Anyhow, so I shall just let that be. With public comments that Colby came out with. Oh gosh. And as I split the deck, I've got the Tower. The Tower, and I also have the Nine of Wands back up against the wall in regards to boundaries, protections, the guardrails, etc. Oh, just want to slap them up the side of the head. Anyhow, few people have asked me to have a look about whether Xi Jinping is under some form of arrest or there's a process in place to remove him from power. There's a speculation that there's a move towards a less belligerent leadership style with the CCP. The two names that came up were Hu Jintao and Wen Jiabao. Okay. And 1400 Xi Jinping top military brass apparently have been replaced. Okay, where do I go with this particular one? Well, first of all, we've got this corrupt disregard for human life, for the people of China. I think maybe onto something. So if you're wondering what deck I'm using the Runic Tarot. It's a dark deck. That's the other side, which is why I tend to use that side when I show it to you. Well, the Australian delegation's over there at the moment. I don't quite know what they're finding out. And as we know, as Bo of the Fifth Column said years and years ago, that international politics is like a poker game where everybody's bluffing and everybody's cheating. Okay, let's have a look. What is happening with the Xi Jinping regime? Let's just have a look. The Xi Jinping, okay, thank you. I'm getting that the Australian government knows. And that the reason they're over there at the moment, so I'm just going to have a cup of sip. It's what is it? Ginger, citrus, and echinacea. Okay. My Cash Peters mug. I get the feeling that the Australian government knows, and the delegation is over there just talking with the next lot about the path forward, keeping it all under wraps with the Hermit. But what's this? The Two of Pentacles. But these two figures, they're not juggling. They're sitting down discussing, working out which part, taking time out on which path to take forward. And you've got the Hermit. So happening, behind closed doors. Is this what's happening? Show me the Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping. What's happening there? What's happening there with the Xi Jinping regime? You want that one? Okay. Now I've got my cheat sheet over here just in case I need it. The star of hope and healing, good versus evil. Now, in recent years, what's happened is that you've had a rise of the middle class of China, who don't want to work in hand-to-mouth situations anymore. You had the Chinese overreach during COVID, literally welding people inside their homes but not delivering any food. What else has happened recently? Xi Jinping attaching himself to what's going on in Russia, but also the taking of, now what is it, what's his name? I can't remember. The owner of the Alibaba.com trading site had a significant portion of his wealth seized by the government. So, okay, what do we need to know? Page of Pentacles is the signifier here about the Xi Jinping regime. So I haven't got under house arrest or anything like this, but this is a page. Diminished opportunities perhaps, or new youthful opportunity being presented. Endings and significant beginnings. Challenged by. I'm going to say that I'm really getting that the Australian government is over there talking with the new. They're not calling it regime or even leadership, because the challenge is significant ending of a cycle so that a new cycle can be reborn, and there might be news of a death coming out. Knight of Cups, offering the hand of friendship. This is to Australia, I'm getting. Wow. Okay. Because the US regime, and I'm not talking about you guys, I'm talking about the regime, have literally stabbed in the back Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, all these major, the EU. So this is, however, I was going to say not to be trusted, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling this is a shifting, a real shifting. In the past, we've got the Seven of Cups. The can be illusion and delusion, or the cloak of secrecy, or the be careful what you wish for, or false offers or something. But this card feels different. This could be in the past, offers being made to strengthen their position. The energy over this, the Three of Pentacles, working together to create, to working together. But I'm always drawn to the fact that this figure here looks quite aggressive, working on their own. So the energy over this is an aggressive energy. But we've got end of cycle here. Massive end of cycle. Ten of Swords. Huge shift coming. I just get that there's a really big shift coming. New partnerships, new agreements, new, the offer of new. new opportunities. Downfall with the Ten of Swords, then this new, and the Tower. Look at this through line, Death, Ten of Swords, Tower. There is radical change underway in China that we don't necessarily hear about. Radical change. The Six of Pentacles, tossing out and then closing ranks. The Knight of Swords, charging forward with a new truth. And then we've got the Two of Cups, contracts and agreements. But on equal terms, not unbalanced terms. And then we have the investigation of this Devil and the King of Swords and strength. I think China is currently undergoing a massive regime change for the better. For the better. If I keep going, we've got the Two of Wands, plans underway, deals being done in the dark corners with that Nine of Cups, and then the King of Pentacles, a new leader coming forward. We've got the Star on the bottom, the current energy, the Star, the Ten of Pentacles, again, the oligarchs bringing about the end of a regime, the Three of Swords, treason, betrayal, the High Priestess, the Bison in the room, the secrets being revealed, and then we have the Justice card, justice being brought forward. You've got the Eight of Swords, restriction, the Five of Wands, throwing under the bus, defiance, the wheels turning, the Judgment, the Hierophant, and then the new beginning. I am going to say yes. I believe China at this very moment is undergoing a regime change. I think the Australian government is over there talking with the new, a more moderate regime. Wonder if that Taiwan. Oh, I just got that's the reason why Elbridge just came out, demanded that Australia commit to defend Taiwan, because I read the other day, I don't think it's going to be a bloody boots on the ground takeover of Taiwan. But because we've got this shifting new beginning, truth coming out, Tower moment, end of, oh, look at these cards. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity, new beginning. We've got the Knight of Swords, truth coming forward, and a Tower moment. And this is while I was talking about Taiwan and Elbridge. Now this may be something to do with Taiwan, but we've then got the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, the Three of Wands, so overseas, and the Hermit. Things happening in the shadows. Page of Wands, Eight of Wands, Justice, Ace of Cups, and then the Empress, birth of something significantly new. So if I break this down, this is all what was shown coming off the, and then we've got the investigation of the Devil on the top there, and the Chariot. military movement forward perhaps, and then the King of Wands, the inspirational king coming forward. Okay, if I break this down, new opportunity, something significantly new about protections coming forward, the Knight of Swords, truth being brought out, and the Tower. We've got then, because I was talking about Elbridge when these cards started coming out for me. Ten of Swords, significant end of a cycle, downfall, and then the Ace of Wands, the government and information coming from overseas. I'm really feeling there's a lot that me and thee are not aware of, but I'm really feeling that there is a change in leadership underway in China. The US regime know it. This is part of Elridge demanding that Australia, because we are the strategic partner, supposedly, ally that got stabbed in the back in the laneway, demanding that we stand with the US, because we've got this shift of power coming, a shift of regional power, but it doesn't feel aggressive. Now, I know a lot of us, we've been brought up to say, to feel and then we've got this investigation of the devil. There's a big shift happening here. Why is because Elbridge doesn't work for the orange twerp is what I'm getting told. Investigation of the devil. The Chariot, King of Wands. The question I was thinking was basically about, who does Elbridge work for? Like, why is he putting these comments out? The Four of Pentacles, trying to hold on while everything burns. The Knight of Wands, volatile information coming out. Is that Russia, or is it a birth of something significantly new, that the Hanged Man is going to change everything? Nine of Swords, a nightmare situation, and the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. This can be the end of trade as we knew it, or it could be regional community coming together, because then there's the Ace of Pentacles. On the bottom we've got manipulation, the Magician, the Lovers, and the Three of Swords. Treason, betrayal, heartbreak, loss. Okay. I know I am way down this rabbit hole, but what I'm getting from all of that is that there is a shift in there's a shift in the world. And those that were, okay, let me break this down. There is a major shift happening, both within China and within the world alliances. I'm getting that the Australian government is over in China at the moment in discussions with the incoming. Those that are behind, the puppet masters behind the current orange twerp regime, know that this shift is coming. It is not what they planned. It was not what they wanted. They wanted to destroy the US and rebuild in their image, and the US remain the centre, which is why these comments are coming out undermining what is happening. Australia just feels like the pawn stuck in the middle, getting pulled this way, trying to undermine what's going on. And I'm reflecting on the reading I did last week on Taiwan, because I wasn't getting this invasion energy. It feels like it's almost a reluctant rejoining, but it's a rejoining. Okay. Just there's a big shift here, a massive shift here. And it's not what those behind the scenes wanted that shift to actually look like. So they're getting desperate. Okay. Let me leave it there. I know there was a lot of unanswered questions that came out of that. Let it play. This is bigger than me and thee. Look after your own little patch of ground. Stay in your own energy. Be the light, be the beacon. Know that this is too shall pass, but if we've got access shift happening here. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.